Hi, Trudy. I'm going to do 30 minutes of spiritual healing for you. So I'm going to get started, okay? Our focus is on you have some challenges with fibromyalgia, some challenges with anxiety, and you have experienced a very painful separation from your sister who had committed suicide, and that too has been really a powerful, affected you in a very powerful way. And so we're going to explore all of this, okay? This is important. I hear the sound of I'm in a hospital room. My hand is on the one in the hospital bed. I hear the sound of the heart meter. This is just as you described it. I am experiencing hand on heart. I am hearing the sound of the heart meter. Again, I am hand on heart. I'm feeling heart. I'm feeling love. I'm sharing love with my sister. I'm hearing her heartbeat. I'm hearing her very last heartbeat. And I'm touching her heart at the exact same time. Do you know why I touched her heart at the exact same time? You needed her to feel that. Is she needed to feel that, and she felt it. Is she felt your hand touching her heart, the very last beat. You touched her heart, the very last beat. This was so important, more important than you could ever imagine. Why do you feel the anxiety now? You know what a gift you have shared with your sister's soul. That act of love is going to stay with her soul for all eternity. That love is. They're helping me to feel her extraordinary sorrow. It was very overwhelming. It is such a degree of feeling overwhelmed. It feels like nothing will ever get through. Nothing will ever help any of this heal. It feels like I can't get the answers. I can't find the breath of fresh air. The moment you did this, it was the moment that she needed. It was what she was looking for. It was what she had asked for. Just before she died, she finally felt it. She'll never forget it, okay? It was a gift of love he shared with her. That's what they're saying. It's really important that you know how important that moment was. She is rising up out of her body. You are not aware. She is looking around at this moment of change or transformation or movement between one reality into another. Freedom from the body, they say. She knows and understands now. She takes your hand and holds it to her heart. She takes your hand and she kisses it and holds it again to her heart. She feels more and more love and more freedom to let go and move into the light where she has longed to experience freedom from pain and suffering. So she's moving into the light. She's moving into God's hands now. She is so thankful. She feels blessed to feel love of this kind. As she moves into God's hand. They're showing me the love that she had shared with her family. It was really, really profound. She could not feel it in her body. And when she left her body, she could finally remember what it felt like. And she could share all of that love with you. But could you feel it? Could she touch your heart the way that you touched hers? She wants you to be able to feel the love that she sent you at that moment. That she sent to all of those who loved her. And then she moved into God's hand. That's what they say. They show me what is sparkly, loving energy? What is something? It's just like, what is the fabric of our reality becomes an illusion, and all you see is light everywhere. And that is the true experience of this reality that you enter into, and the only sound, the only experience you feel is tenderness and love and ultimate understanding. Ultimate, it isn't about forgiveness, it isn't about right or wrong, it isn't about bad or good, it is just about love, and love is all there is. You enter into a life experience and you are loved for every single moment of that experience. Doesn't matter the choices. You are loved because your soul could not have been anybody else but that person. Her soul could not have been anybody else but your sister. Your soul could not have been anybody else but you. So her soul shared that special gift with heaven, with you, with her family, with everybody. She shared this special gift of learning. Learning for herself, but learning for others too. She's sharing so much love. It isn't about the choices at all. It isn't at all anymore. It isn't about what we perceive as a really wrong choice to make, because there's always a way out. There's always a solution, right? But for her, that was the choice that she needed for herself. And there's only love that can be shared and experienced. We get to decide what it means to us, the ones that are left here to experience this. We have to decide what those choices mean to us, and we have to honor and accept the soul's choices. And her choices was to really, she was in a state of, she couldn't, it was sort of like, it's like there's a closet full of love, and I'm running and running as fast and as hard as I can to get to this closet, and I can't. It's like a nightmare of a dream that you're running in place and you're never going to reach it. And you're so close, but yet so far away. And no matter what you do, there's nothing. The closet door is closed and it will not open to you. She just felt suffocated as she could not feel that energy to help give her the strength to keep going. And so that is what choice was about. So now you get to decide, and they're really saying, please do not think less of her. Please do not think less of her. Please just love her for who and what she chose to experience in her life. And now choose to decide who you want to be in this life. Because you too have a choice. And your choice is also beautiful, loved, adored, and respected. And we're here to help you through every single part of your journey. Whenever it gets really hard, know that we're here. That you just need to ask. Sometimes we ask and we just don't know how to feel. We don't know how to hear. So for you, the message now is for you. We're here for you. Ask us whatever you need from us. We're here for you. That's what they're saying. You're saying Cassie too is here for you. She can help you too. She loves you. Her soul loves you so much. More than you could possibly imagine. She's thankful for you. Grateful. It's really beautiful. It's extremely beautiful. Okay, let's see what else we can do here. See what else Spirit wants to share. It has to do with your understanding. It has to do with what is a human being who stands before another. Are you just a human being, or are you more than that? They show me a human being, but they show me another alternative identity, also a part of the human being, also a part of the heart, but expands beyond the body. It is a soul. It is a comprehension of your divine reflection, your energetic reflection, your spiritual identity. It has grown beyond your body. It's grown beyond your human form. You have a real sensitivity to it, and you are trying to learn how to balance between two realms of experience, and you want to flood your physical reality with more of the spiritual reality. You're wanting to know how to grow into those shoes. You are growing into those shoes, and you're doing an amazing job. You're not only a learner, but you are also a teacher in more ways than you may know. You are influencing others to comprehend their spiritual selves just by you being who you are. You're doing an amazing job as a teacher. I mean, it's really loud. They keep saying you are a teacher and you are teaching others about spirituality. It's a really big deal. You may feel like there's so much growth that you want to experience in your life, but you don't know how truly grown you are. A lot of people don't even come close to where you are right now. Then you are influencing others to find their spiritual sides as well, and it's a big deal. It's a very big deal, and it's making an impact in the world more than you know. We don't know how our choices impact not just one person, but thousands of people. Because one person affects another, and affects another, and now we are touching everybody across the planet, and we didn't even realize we were doing it. They're talking about letting go now. I'm seeing you still here at this hospital bed. I still see you looking at your sister. And I'm helping your soul to know that it is okay to take your hand and move it back. And to actually know that it's okay to say goodbye now. You haven't properly said goodbye. You needed to have this experience so you could move on and know that you can grow now past this, okay? Because some part of you is still kind of clinging to it. And that's pretty normal. That's pretty normal. Some people would not be able to let go of this kind of a tragic feeling and experience. It could take a whole lifetime. It could take a couple of lifetimes. But they're saying you can do this. It's okay to let go now and to say goodbye. So some part of you just doesn't want to say goodbye. Cassie's here. She's filling your heart with her love, so you know that she's always here with you, so there's no such thing as goodbye. I'm part of your heart all the time. So let's not say goodbye then. Let's just feel love in each other's heart. I'm in your heart wherever you go, like a little locket with a heart on it, but it's in your heart. It is your heart. You wear me every day in your own heartbeat. I get to feel your heart beating, and it creates so much love and joy inside of me. Do you feel me inside of your heart? I'm in your heart. In each and every one of your heartbeats. It's okay to breathe. It's okay to keep this heart beating. It feels like that experience is getting smaller and smaller and further into the distance. And that we are walking one foot in front of the other. It feels a lot better. It feels like a weight lifted. That weight has been really heavy for you. It's been extremely heavy. I mean, I'm feeling such a weight lifted that I didn't realize how hard it was to breathe. No wonder you've been having trouble with anxiety, because this has affected you on a really extreme level. All of that is just drifting further and further into the distance. It's even got a very tiny little sort of swirl and a pinpoint that is in the back side, the same location as the heart portal here, but then just behind you. And that's starting to get so small that it's just about to drift off completely. It hasn't fully detached yet. Sometimes they're showing me an energy that is moving kind of like a wave in front of you, and then this part sort of pulls on you and it creates pain. I actually get to experience a lot of horrible pain. I mean, it's just like an ow. I don't know how to describe it, but I can feel it. I feel it in different parts of my body. And when this thing tugs back here, when it tugs, and it's sort of getting lower and lower and lower, and it's sort of like in the sort of lower back now, it's sort of been moving, sort of spiraling now down right here. And then when it pulls, this sort of weird energy sac gets pulled with it, and it creates pain. It feels so like I'm contaminated with it. It's black, it's dark. I'm like in a sack of this energy that is, it's tugging on me and then it's influencing me to feel pain. It is also a part of letting go. You're crying, you're screaming. You feel bewildered. You feel like that you're having a panic about this because you don't know how to let go. You keep screaming, I want to let go. I mean to let go. I'm letting go. Why is it still here? You're in agony. This part of your soul is really overwhelmed by this. They're showing me this fibromyalgia experience. It always shows itself like pins, like little tiny pins all over the body. It feels like it gets worse. And it's an odd sort of movement of energy that is also right here. They're showing me this weird wave is getting stranger and more thick. And underneath it is the development of tiny little pins everywhere. And then also it's got kind of an odd gobbler neck. And it keeps swallowing and swallowing and swallowing, like right there. So you can see that this odd energy thing, it gets stranger. It almost has a personality of its own kind. You feel glued to it, you're still screaming. I'm telling you, it's part of your reflection. It's part of your soul that is telling me how it feels about this specific energetic identity. So we're full of so many reflections of experiences, and this is specifically associated with this. They're saying fibromyalgia, anxiety, and even the separation from your sister's choices. It's sort of all accumulating into this calamity. I'm creating opposing reflection. So I'm having you say, I am healed. I let go now. As though you're serious, you understand, and you know what you're doing. I am healed. I let go now. 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 It's getting softer. This energy is getting softer and more diluted. It's kind of sticky and it's sort of pulling off. It's got a gumminess to it. There's more, it's just an energy thing. There's quite a lot of old stress energy coming out of the digestive region, the lower digestive region, like where the intestines and stuff are. There's a lot of energy movement. It's really extreme. There's a big black swirl of energy now that kind of comes down and swirls, and it sort of comes to a point here. There's some sort of odd green energy haze. I'm just gonna close my eyes and just focus on really cleaning this, because every time I share energy, something new kind of comes. And so the more love, the more of the old sort of negative energy kind of pulls itself out. So I just keep sharing love, letting the old come out, share more love, keep disconnecting this stuff, and then I'll just tell you what happens here. So I just want to focus on this for a little bit. The energy waves feel overwhelming. You feel overwhelmed by them. You feel like it's hard to get your grounding or your balance so that you are in control and they aren't a part of your life anymore. But it's sort of like being in a hurry all the time when there's really no reason to be in a hurry. There's something about this is creating sort of an energy where it's just, you can't get in front of it, you know? It just feels like it's constantly in front of you. When you choose to find patience and separation from what creates the overwhelming feelings, the moment those you start to sense them, just choose patience. Literally stop thinking, stop feeling, stop, I gotta go do something, gotta go, whatever the next thing is, just stop. When you slow down, that helps you actually get in front of this. And it really likes it when you feel like really wound up and like you can't get in front of it. But when you don't feed it with those feelings, now it just finds a way to just sort of disconnect on its own. It just finds a way to just say, there's nothing to feed off of here, because you are choosing patience, peace of mind, balance, calmness. Even like yoga would be so phenomenal for you to just experience and hold a stretch and allow the blood to flow from head to toe, and just hold it. And as you hold it, experience the healing of it and the energy gift that it provides. It's really intense. We're actually incorporating a yoga stretch in here. That's it's amazing how easy this is and how effective it works on reducing the influence of anxiety energy and then the fibromyalgia sensation. It just starts getting smaller and smaller and smaller. I've almost cleared out the energies completely just through having you literally stand up and then bend down and touch your toes and hold it as long as you can. And it can give you the owie feeling, because stretching does that. Most of us need to stretch more. But it's helping the blood get into your rubber band muscles that it got way too tight, so you got to stretch them out and help the blood get in there, because it creates oxygen in the muscles. It helps the muscles to breathe. It helps you to get oxygen into the brain, because you're sort of allowing everything to just allow gravity to pull that sort of things down and into the head, and you're creating oxygen all over your body through this simple stretch. It's so good. And this, I literally, in your spiritual atmosphere, I'm having this part of your reflection do this yoga stretch and experience this profound blood flow that is hitting the head and hitting everything, and it's helping oxygen get into every part of your body, and it's creating so much peacefulness that it is naturally separating you from these odd energy swirls and the green goo, like the green fog and the this, that, and the other. Is really helping, and it's helping you to find it's sort of an inner stillness and inner peace and inner balance and inner chi. It's sort of beautiful and still and calming and relaxing. It helps you reorganize your sensation of time as well. As you feel, if you feel rushed, it's time to slow down and know that there's nothing but time to nurture the body and help it remember a sensation of timelessness. Anxiety kind of does that. I can get that overwhelmed feeling too, and it just, you to combat it, you just understand that it isn't the power, the influence. You just choose peace and relaxation, and you separate it from it really quickly, and you feel balance with heavenly love. You feel the love within your heart. I'm telling you, I'm still having you experience this stretch, and oh my gosh, the energy right now in my head and in my heart, in my legs is like, wowzer. I'm gonna have to go relax for a minute after this is over. So it's helping you to find that feeling too. There's a yellow butterfly. Its wings are moving back and forth, so it feels like it's kind of bouncing up and down on the air as it moves its wings back and forth. It's a simple yellow butterfly. It's like the yellow butterflies we would see in a prairie with flowers here and there and dandelions. This butterfly is sitting on your finger. It's the most peaceful feeling ever. I'm looking at it. It is now flying away. In that way, it just sort of bounces and then it moves on. You know why it chose you? It actually chose you, set on your finger to look at you for a moment and then to fly on. It chose you. You look into the butterfly looks back. We're actually looking into the memory of the past when the butterfly was a part of your life. And now the butterfly knew it was time to move on, and so it did. This has to do with your sister as well. You know why your sister chose you? She chose you like a butterfly, just decided to sit on your finger for a little while and then move on. You just appreciate the moment, and then you just accept that it moves on. And it does move on. And you move on too with life and experiences. And you feel blessed by each and every moment. You find that joy in each and every moment. I feel you standing up and stretching your body. You are pulling off some sort of like rubber gloves that was your old skin. It's the only way I could describe it. It's got a red tarnished appearance to it, like your skin had gotten rusty. And it's this rusty skin is literally, you're just sliding it off like you were sliding off like gloves, rubber gloves. You're pulling this up and off. It's just old rusty skin. The snake sheds its skin, and then it shines a new skin. And this happens when the snake grows. The snake grows and sheds its old skin and now shows off its new skin. You're growing, and through this growth now you're removing the old skin because you've grown and you no longer need that anymore. You remove the skin over top your face, down your body here, and now down your legs. You're peeling it off yourself. I'm still watching you peel it off from every part of you. It's just turning into a flakiness now, and it's just flaking off on its own. You look perfect. I mean, there's not a flicker of... Your skin is perfect. It's got a glisten to it. It's perfect moisture. It's soft. It looks... Everything about you is just... It looks like perfect skin. You are standing before me without clothing. You feel the joy. You feel a harmony. You feel the sunlight within your heart. You feel lifted. You feel like you're standing up, and you are standing taller than you were before. You are feeling taller than ever. You feel balanced in your body, in your heart, in your mind, and in your soul. You feel balanced with all of these things. You feel like you are lifted. You feel like you are standing in God's light. You feel balanced with everything. You understand now what letting go means, what letting go feels like. You have no need for these other energies now. You are walking in a way that just disconnects them naturally just through your presence, your stance, your understanding, your inner power, your love, your balance with pure love and understanding of a very high vibrational kind. You're saying, I'm letting go. You're releasing an energy from your mind. It's got a green flame to it and some black flame and just old dark energy. It is just releasing from here and going upward. You are releasing other energies from behind you as you stand up. You have arms. They're sort of the Da Vinci image with the guy and the arms and just perfect balance. It's just perfectly balanced from right to left and all these different directions. It's just perfect balance. You show me you stand in that way. It's perfect balance. You continue to walk forward and say, I have no need for these experiences. They're not a part of me any longer. And you continue to walk forward, just totally in pure balance with understanding of this very high caliber. You know, you get it now. You feel understanding in your heart. Understanding that you needed. You feel the love within your heart. You know where this love comes from. Cassie too is within your heart. God is within your heart. Your dreams are within your heart. Your love for yourself and for creation, for spirituality, for earth, for other human beings. It's all in your heart. You're walking across a bridge as you come into a balance and knowing about this. As you get to the other side of a very deep and open space. It's a bridge that goes from one cliffside to another. And you walk up across this sort of ravine to the other side. The grass is growing here and the bridge breaks off, and now you have separated from that experience. Now you are walking a whole new pathway of experience. Now you find the freedom to experience life in whole new ways. Now you are a butterfly of your own kind. And what finger will you choose to fly and rest on for a moment? That's what they ask. So they're having me disconnect. It's really beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for this experience and for sharing your beautiful soul with us all. And for those of you watching, if you'd like to experience spiritual healing or psychic wisdom with me, please visit my website at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching.